Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
the podcast. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the Port Charles 411 Halloween edition.
Now you get to say
and
Port Charles.
Now I get to say
correctly.
Port Charles. Yes. I don't know why I keep wanting to say it.
I just think it's funny.
So we are just going to talk a little bit about Halloweens of the past. And it was kind of difficult to find some. I was kept looking for some from like the 60s and 70s and 80s.
Yeah, there wasn't a ton of older ones.
No.
Before you started researching, what was the one costume that stuck out in your mind?
Faison as Beetlejuice.
See, that one did not stick for me. Mine is Jocelyn as the piece of corn.
I have that written down.
Every time that I think of Halloween, that's what I think of, is that little girl in the corn outfit. I didn't remember anything else around it except for her always saying she likes Children of the Corn, which I've never watched.
Neither have I.
But anytime that I see that movie somewhere, I'm like, oh, that makes me think of Jocelyn. Like she's a real person and I'm friends with her or something.
Because she was it more than 1 year.
2 years in a row, yeah.
And in 2013, Carly's like, you could be something else. You could go be a princess or whatever. And just starts marching around going, ear up corn, ear up corn. So 2013, little 6-year-old Joss. So let's do math.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if she was 6. I think that she was younger than that.
Obviously little.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, so nothing really. So the first thing that I started to think about when we decided to do the Halloween episode was how many people have hidden under masks to surprise people or to make their reentrance. Because right now someone's following Ava.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
And I think it's going to be somebody
that's going to come out that's on Halloween.
Uh-huh.
Oh, see, I didn't even think of that.
Because we had also in 2013. 2013 was a very big year. Robin came back, and it's when Dr. Obrecht had kidnapped her, and she was trying to get her to wear like this purple cape and this mask, and she's like, no, I don't want to wear it. Well, she eventually does put it on and goes to the Halloween party where Emma is, and she hasn't seen her daughter in how long?
Right.
Cam and Spencer are fighting over who gets to give her punch, and it spills on her, and she starts crying, and Robin, dressed in the costume, helps her clean up, but she is only talking in Spanish because she doesn't want anyone to, but she doesn't talk to Emma.
Okay.
And then Sabrina comes over and thanks the woman for helping her clean up, and she goes, this is Sabrina. She's going to be my new mommy. So Robin runs away, and then Sabrina, guess what I watched? I watched YouTube. Sabrina tells her, like, that was really kind of her to say, but she's never going to replace her mommy.
Aww.
Which I wish Robin had overheard, because then maybe she wouldn't have ruined their wedding.
True.
I mean, I think she still would have, but yeah.
Yeah. I watched the beginning part of that. I don't know where you came in on that clip. The conversation between Britt and Nicholas over trying to dress up who is now Rocco. I don't know if Nicholas forgot his lines or if they didn't give him any lines, but at one point she's going off about she walked into the nursery and the crib is replaced with a black bassinet and it has a cross hanging upside down over it and blah, 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 blah. And he's just like, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. He doesn't have any real line. It was just like, yeah, your mother's crazy. I don't know what else to tell you. And I thought that was so funny because he's always so polished and knows exactly what to say. And that whole entire scene, he was just like,
I wonder if it could have been ad-libbed. I wonder if the actress playing Britt maybe ad-libbed all of that.
Maybe. I don't know. I would like to know because, and it was funny, earlier today on Facebook, I saw these really freaky pictures. They were amazing, but these really freaky pictures of a dad and daughter that the mom had done up to look like zombies. And she wrote in her comments, just FYI, all the like gross body parts that it looks like my kid's eating are food that I made, totally safe for her. and I went in afterwards and edited her eyes. I did not put contact lenses on my 1.5-year-old or whatever.
Okay.
And then she was like, which I actually think is funny that someone would even say that because I can barely get my kid's diaper on her, let alone contacts in her eyes.
Right.
But so then Britt is like, she even had contacts because she was like, he can't possibly play the part without these contacts. And Nicholas is like, she didn't actually touch his eye, did she? I'm like, what are they doing? It was so funny, and it was good the way that it worked, but it was not scripted the way that Nicholas is normally scripted.
Right.
And it was funny.
Well, I mean, he did not have a shirt on in that scene, though, too. So
True.
maybe he was in the middle of something that...
Maybe no one thought he needed to have great lines because most people don't actually listen to what he's saying when he's standing there without his shirt on.
Maybe.
But I was trying to pay attention for this episode.
Yes.
But the whole thing was just very funny. If you don't remember it, you should go back and watch it because it was really good.
And that was also the same year that Faison was dressed as Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Because he answered the door when Spencer dressed as Hook.
Mm-hmm. And made Leslie pass out.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So, and I had forgotten that the whole stuff with Robin had happened. I didn't keep watching.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Obrecht trying to dress her and Robin being like, you can kidnap me and you can do this and you can do that, but you cannot make me have fun and I am not wearing that costume.
Yep.
Go dress up your daughter.
Well, because then later on at the ball or party, whatever it was.
It was a fundraiser. It was
Yeah.
a pediatric fundraiser. Another thing that Sabrina helped orchestrate again.
Aww.
And bring back because she did so many good things.
She did.
But go ahead.
But apparently she used Micheal? What?
Yeah. That's Harley's crazy. Go ahead.
She's rewriting history. Nicholas and Britt saw her and he's like, wasn't that the outfit that your mom was trying to get on Robin? And they just look and it's like, uh-huh.
But you didn't think to like go say hi or anything?
Right. So yeah, that was all 2013. But speaking of Sabrina, the year before that, in 2012, Patrick had called her to babysit Emma, but he wasn't clear about it.
Yep.
So she showed up dressed as grapes.
Yep.
If you think the man of your dreams has called you to go out on Halloween, I am not saying to go put on one of those
sexy cop outfits.
Correct. But maybe don't hide under a huge... First of all, how did she blow up all those balloons like that? I mean...
That's pretty quick. She got over there very fast.
You know, maybe just wear your scrubs.
True.
Or, I don't know.
But they referenced that outfit the following year.
That's why I was like, oh my gosh, that's right. Why did she wear those? And so I went back and watched that.
Yeah.
Because that was also the same year that AJ came back.
Oh.
And he was dressed as like the Grim Reaper / Skeletor type looking dude.
Yes.
For those of you who are unfamiliar with Skeletor, he's from He-Man. I thought he looked like Skeletor. But that's what I'm saying, is that so Robin, you know, came back around Halloween, and so did AJ. Like we discussed on Monday, it's Maxie's birthday, so who knows what's going to happen there.
I'm just waiting for them to have that party and not have James there and you to be angry, because that's going to be a good recap next week. Everyone tune in to listen to how mad Shannon is.
Yay. What else did you watch?
I went back to the earliest clip that I could find. I didn't spend a ton of time, but the earliest clip that I could find was 1989.
Okay.
And I was impressed with myself first because Felicia was standing there talking. She was dressed like Scarlett O'Hara, and she was standing there talking to Frisco and this other guy, and my brain instantly was like, oh, that's Frisco and Colton. And I was so impressed that I could go back to 9 years old and know who that was.
Good job.
Wow, I had good. So, and then that same year they had Sean and Tiffany were still around, and I loved them. And Anna was there with Robin dressed up as a cat, and it was just so cute to see little Robin.
Robin was a cat?
Robin was the cat.
What was Anna?
I don't know who Anna was supposed to be.
What was she dressed like?
She had a super short black wig,
okay.
like a 70s hairstyle. But I don't know if she was supposed to be someone. When I was watching the scene, it was a close-up, so it wasn't panned out for me to have any idea if the rest of the costume went with it. It might be something. I really am horrible at
Maybe
knowing.
She was Agent 99 from Get Smart.
Maybe. I have no idea. You're a TV person where you know all kinds of random...
Wasn't that her name?
...stuff, but I don't. I have no idea.
You didn't watch Get Smart?
No.
Oh, such a a good show. So cheesy.
No, I didn't.
Agent. Oh, I can't figure out. I don't know. So if you know who Anna was in 1989 when Robin was a cat, let us know.
I don't know, but Robin was a cute little cat.
Speaking of cats, I could not find if Tamara Braun was a black cat, but Sarah Brown and Laura Wright were both black cats with Carly.
Yes, she likes the black cat look. She's done that.
Sarah Brown was in 2000 and Laura Wright was in 2013, and probably more since then, but those were the two that I found.
Right.
And when Carly was a black cat in 2000, they had taken Micheal over, and he was like a little sailor, and he was going to go trick-or-treating with Lucas and Maxie. And Lucas, when Carly was like, oh, what did Lucas dress up like? And Bobbie says that he's dressed like Regis Philbin. What? Right. Okay. But Lucas is actually dressed as a mobster, and he said he's going as Roy for Halloween.
Oh.
And Roy's like, yeah, I have to have a conversation with Lucas about that.
That's funny.
And then in the 90s, I kept seeing Halloween at Delafields. And it said something about like the baby ring and Lucy's diamonds. And there were so many different parts to it. I could not figure out what was happening, but it looked like a really interesting story. It was 1990.
No.
It was, I tried watching some of it, but I'm like, this is going to take me
a lot of parts.
A lot of to finish it. I mean, it was over 20 parts.
Yeah.
I was not going to finish it, but Scotty was in there, and I think Bobbie was in there somewhere. So I don't know.
Oh, in this 1989 clip, Dylan's dad. What's his name?
Paul.
And not Dylan's dad. Ned's dad.
Lord Ashton. Larry.
Yes. He was there, and he started talking about, did they think that it would be a money-making business to run a boat from Port Charles to Spoon Island? So, like, that was when that
ferry.
Started. Yes. And that was where Lucy and Alan went to hook up during the Halloween party.
Oh.
Was out to the ferry. They left because the party was on Spoon Island.
So wait, they already had a ferry? They just weren't sure if they were going to be using it?
I guess it was like a special thing to use.
Oh, it was like a private boat or something for that party. They catered. They
chartered them over to.
Thank you for knowing what I was saying.
You're very welcome. But I thought that was interesting.
I bet there was catering.
That hadn't been an idea before. And I didn't realize that the Cassadine mansion, I didn't realize it was around back then, although obviously it had to be around back then. And I didn't realize that they only went there on certain occasions. Why?
Like no one lived at
First of all, I don't understand why you would need a ferry if no one's living there. I don't really understand why they need a ferry right now when people do live there.
I don't know.
If I own the island and my house is on it, please don't just ferry yourself over to my property. I didn't invite you.
Yeah.
So it should be a private charter all the time. But anyway.
That is a very true point.
Right?
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that just started in 1989. And I thought it was interesting that Lucy and Alan went to hook up on it, because how many people sneak away to the haunted store to hook up there?
Right?
So apparently we've been hooking up in boats for a very long time in General Hospital.
Yep. So
do you have an idea for a podcast but don't know where to start? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Anchor is such an easy way to record and edit a podcast, and you can do it from either your phone or computer. Best part is you don't have to worry about getting it out there. Anchor distributes to many platforms, so you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and many more. You can start making money right away without having a minimum number of listeners, too. Anchor really is everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place.
So the video that I was talking about earlier on Monday's episode, I talked about like Frisco and Felicia's hair.
Yes.
But there was somebody, Jane H of STRA, made a video with bits of Frisco and Felicia 89 and 90, their Halloween episodes, set to the tune of the Munsters theme.
Oh,
and it says the Joneses.
Oh, that's super cute.
It's really cute. And then GH Rick Leslie did a montage of Windermere, including Catherine falling from the parapet. Because that happened around Halloween.
Yes.
There were some, so I did go to soapcentral.com to look at the recaps to see, okay, what should I look up on YouTube? Is there anything there? Well, soapcentral.com recaps only go back to November 1996. And Halloween isn't necessarily mentioned every year.
Okay.
So I don't think that maybe that year they didn't actually have one.
Oh.
There was the Masquerade Ball, which was the Bacchanalia. That Crystal on Twitter mentioned that, because remember how last week when we were discussing, did Nicholas have a thing for Robin?
Yeah.
He took her to that. He was obsessed with her. Totally forgot about it. But the second that she said that, I was like, yep.
I do remember that now. Yes.
Yep.
Well, thanks, Crystal.
Yep. And so, yeah, got her falling from the parapet. And then I watched in 1998 when Robin and Jason were together.
Is that whenever, that was Michael's first, when she dressed him up as the pumpkin.
Yep. And Jason was like, I don't understand why we do this. I'm never dressing up. Has he ever dressed up?
No, but he should this year with the kids.
You'd think. Because he's going to be the only parent.
Right.
I bet he doesn't.
I don't know. I didn't like Robin's costume that year, though.
She was like a little fairy. She was a fairy.
She was the fairy princess or whatever.
That was it,
and I didn't like her hair that short.
It was the pixie cut.
Yeah. I know it went with the whole outfit and just that was
it
her
was
hair
also
at the
the
time.
90s.
I know, but it wasn't the most becoming hairstyle for her, I felt.
I would agree. And then Mac was dressed as Zorro.
Yes.
And when he walked through the door, Jason's like, why?
Like, what are you doing?
He's giving him that look like, what's happening here?
Oh, talking about Sabrina being the grapes, I watched the clip that would have been the year after when her and Emma had the matching costumes of the superheroes.
That was the same year that Robin came.
Yes.
Yep. Who are they? Dinah Girl and
Electra.
Elastigirl's Incredibles.
Yeah, that's
so
funny.
Electra something.
Right.
Electra Woman.
But I didn't understand why Patrick's costume didn't go along with hers.
Right, he was Indiana Jones, which that worked, but
yeah. If they were doing family costume though, they should have done family costume, I feel like.
Right.
But it was cute that they did matching.
Mm-hmm. And they saved him from the stuffed animals.
They did.
I mean, they rescued him.
That snake was very scary.
It was cute. I do like when they do that. Other than, okay, so let's just throw it out there. Like when Liz was the cheerleader with the football boys. Okay. But she also dressed as Snow White, and Cam was Woody, and I think Jake was Buzz. So I don't understand why she wasn't Bo Peep.
Right.
Or something. But still.
Yeah. I don't know.
But she was Snow White. So
I wasn't crazy.
I think it was Jake was Buzz. I'm not sure. Because it wouldn't have been Aiden.
It shouldn't have been Aiden, no.
I don't remember what year that was.
To just remember how many times Toy Story has come up.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just funny because a lot of them Disney and ABC have been affiliated for so long, but there's definitely been years where it's been much heavier presence in the costuming. I did like the year that Felix and Brad were both dressed as the operation guy.
Oh, I saw that. That was so cute. Their
funny.
pieces were in the wrong spaces, though. They didn't follow.
Oh.
They didn't follow the operation board.
Well, I guess we're glad they're not surgeons then?
So, yeah, because they had the spleen or the funny bone or something, like way up here next to where your heart would be, like opposite side. Oh. And I was like, that's not where that is on the board.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, they
fix
did
that.
I mean, I understand not trying to make anything inappropriate, but they just
There's nothing inappropriate in the game of operation. Yeah.
And their knees.
Yeah.
And that was like it. But there's not two things on your knee. There's the water on your knee.
It's been so long since
I played it the other day. I don't know how many weeks ago, but I played it. There's water on the knee that's the little bucket. And then there's a rubber band that would go like from your knee down to your ankle.
Okay.
And they didn't have that. They had, I don't know if there was even water on your knee, but they had something on their knee and then something on their other knee. And there's not something on both knees.
Huh.
So if you're going to do the costume, follow the board correctly. And it was weird seeing Brad be so on top of Felix.
Mm-hmm.
He was not shy in the way he was pursuing him.
Nope.
And that was gross and weird.
It was just...
Because now in my mind, he's Lucas's husband.
Right. But it was... Brad has never had really good social skills.
True.
He was definitely very aggressive, but not even in like a flirtatious way.
It just came off weird.
It was creepy. It was, I know what you're saying. Like very, not for nothing if it was not being reciprocated.
Right.
would be a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Hard.
Exactly.
You know.
Especially at work.
Yes.
So, but the costume idea was cute.
Yes.
They just need to do a little redesign, and we'll be good. I'd be happy.
Well,
with
if
it
we ever
then.
get Felix back, maybe we will.
Yes.
That was one thing that I was happy, and I forgot to say it on Monday. I'm glad that they kept Finn around even though Anna has been gone, because typically if it's a couple story, if one's gone, one tends to fall further in the back. Finn hasn't really had a strong story lately,
Right.
but he's been very present. So
Yes.
I've been very happy for that. So
yes.
Sorry.
No.
Sadly. But I mean, that's what's happening with Felix. Like, where did he go?
Right.
And why?
Nobody knows.
And Nurse Amy, where is she?
Nobody knows. Same kind of thing. Like, only one person in your family can be present. Because Amy's not around, but her brother's at the bar all the time as the bartender.
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not around. Doesn't make any sense.
Mm-mm. And why is she not singing on karaoke nights? That girl's got lungs.
She does. So.
Yep.
I don't know.
So like we talked about on Monday, Halloween is Maxie's birthday. She was born on screen in 1990, so she should be turning 29 this year. However, they did sore ass her slightly, and she will be turning 33.
Really?
Yep.
See, I thought she was, I mean, she is pretty on point, but I thought she was on point there.
I did too at first, because when I read that she was born in 1990, I'm like, wait, has she not aged? And they just did it. A tiny bump.
Huh.
Tiny bump up.
I did not look at any of them, but what has Alexis and her girls been? Oh, Molly was Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Audrey.
Thank you. The 1 year, and she looked beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, she just fits that part. But nothing else about them sticks out in my mind.
No. I can't think of anything either.
And you would think depending on what day Alexis is talking about them having 2 or 3 daughters, that they would have coordinated some outfits to be cute. Or at least done something that Alexis would have objected to. Like
at least with Christina and Molly.
Yeah.
I mean, she did not raise Sam.
But she says she was a single mom to 3 daughters all the time.
So she didn't get that chance. Sorry.
But
I don't know.
Okay, I thought maybe it was just me. Nothing.
No, nothing's standing out. I totally forgot about Molly even dressing like Audrey Hepburn.
I had just happened to see like a picture blip and was like, oh, I do remember that. She looked so pretty.
Yeah.
But I don't. Nothing else stands out about them. So I thought maybe I was just crazy.
No. Well, I mean.
yes, but
but not in this. Not about this.
Alrighty then.
So in 2006, Jason planned a rooftop celebration for Sam. I guess they had, and I didn't go into a deep dive as to what exactly had happened beforehand, but he wanted to really do something special for her. And Emily came up to the rooftop and had these bags of like decorations and stuff. And he's like, I just really want to make this special for Sam. And she goes, Sam, I thought you were maybe doing something for Micheal and Morgan. And so like everything is Halloween festive.
Aww.
But she helps him set it up and everything. And Sam comes and they had their moment and everything. He's like, I'm sorry, this is definitely more festive than I
was not trying to go all out Halloween.
Right. I mean, I think that there were little orange balls. I don't know if they were pumpkin lights or if they were just orange lights.
Right.
But it was sweet. And then the earliest thing that I got was 1993. And the thing that I'm liking the best about YouTube is, so back in 93, I mean, yes, I had a VCR, but my mom was not taping General Hospital for me.
Right.
And it was October 29th, 1993. My friend died October 28th, 1993. So I did not watch General Hospital that day.
Right.
And it was, I don't know where in the storyline it was. I can't remember. And we should totally do something about this. But because that was around when Luke and Laura came back.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if this was maybe the introduction of Lucky.
Oh.
That would make sense. We need to do that too.
We do.
But so they had the Triple L Diner in British Columbia because Luke, Laura, and Lucky.
Yep.
And Laura's giving this woman a pie and she's like, oh, where's your husband? Because she's running the diner. And she's like, your pies are the best. You never said where you came from. She's like, upstate New York, blah, 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 blah. Oh, where's your husband? She's like, oh, he's going to our son. They're having their Halloween party at school, whatever.
Okay.
And I guess this woman's daughter or granddaughter or something has the biggest crush on Lucky. And she goes, you tell your whoever, she has great taste in men, but for right now, he's still mine. And I was like, aw, that's so sweet. But Laura is just, she locked the door. She's going and cleaning up and everything. And you see these two creeps like peek over the window and like they have masks on and everything. And I mean, this time of year, you're thinking that's prime robbing.
Right, right.
So they unlock the door and they sneak up on her. It's Luke and Lucky.
Oh, I do remember that now that you say it.
Screamed so loud, and it was really sweet to see because I'm like, oh, is this one of the first times? And I definitely never saw that moment before because it's one of those few days like I know exactly what I was doing that day,
right?
And it was not watching General Hospital. So, but that's really all that I have. That's all that I really got back to. Did you have anything else that you? Is that Micheal?
Mm-hmm.
So we are watching J.H. Christina. 10/31/06.
That should have been Morgan.
Oh yeah, because
Morgan's older than Christina.
And Michael's the pirate.
Ah, there you go.
So that's Morgan.
Yeah.
Oh, so Morgan was Woody.
So Morgan's Woody.
So Cam was Woody too, though, I think.
Did they match on purpose?
I don't know if it was the same year. Hi, we're doing research live.
Well, I just wanted to know because to me, again, Christina has been around forever.
Yeah.
There should have been something I remember.
So Christina was a cheerleader when she had Molly.
Yes. So I have no idea why Alexis was in the hospital because she wasn't having Molly there. She was just in the hospital. And so Jax and Carly were responsible for Molly and Christina. And Christina is a cute little cheerleader with her hair and pigtails.
That is
and
cute.
She looks adorable.
And Micheal was dressed it looked like Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, I would assume that would be the right timing.
I think so.
For that, yeah. And Morgan as
Woody.
Woody. So, and Molly didn't have an outfit on. But that was cute. She was cute. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to see Christina because I was curious because I didn't remember anything. And she was cute.
Oh, yeah.
That was cute.
And that's the thing is that we could have gone through every single character. It would have taken forever.
Right. No,
I just wanted to do a little
favorites. That's why I asked you before we even got started what jumped out at you because Jocelyn and that darn corn. That's all I can think of before I started doing
she even still talks about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder what we're going to have this year.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh, and then so here we'll read some of the comments on Instagram. We didn't get that many responses as I thought we were going to. We only got like 2 or 3.
Maybe not everyone loves Halloween as much as we do.
Maybe. The one soapy color guard commented, say it 3 times, Beetlejuice, 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 phase on, phase on, phase on.
Mm-hmm. He did do a good Beetlejuice.
He did.
I just don't like phase on, so he didn't.
He's such a good actor.
He is.
Demetria said when Franco was dressing up as Willy Wonka, which was last year, I think.
Was that last year?
I think so. And then I posted some pictures where Franco was the mime, and there's Joss as the corn.
That's the.
And you can.
Is that the second year corn?
I don't remember.
Oh, I did like with Emma that they took talking about the Disney influence that they took like real life what kids would be into because this one she's from Descendants.
Yes.
And that one she's from
Joy from Inside Out. Yep.
Thank you. So I like that they did. As much as I like original costumes, like the moms, again, talking about the Pinterest moms, moms that can make their kids' costume, oh my God, you go. But it's nice to see just some store-bought, that's what I would have to do too.
Going on right now.
That's what those are. So that was really cute.
Spencer being a prince, Molly and TJ dressed up like he was a race car driver and she was a pirate. Like that should have been. Right. Why didn't they do a couple
together? Yeah.
Although, I mean, I guess you don't have to.
I don't know. If you have a man that will dress up with you, though, I feel like you should go ahead and take that chance because most men I don't feel like they do or they don't commit to it the way that women try to. And costumes are expensive. They're so expensive, so I at least want to make this something super cute.
Yeah, isn't that Morgan as Buzz Lightyear? You might be, who knows.
No, I think that's Elizabeth that's holding him, that's standing behind there because that's at the nurse's station, so it wouldn't be Carly behind there.
So maybe that is Jake. Or is that Aiden?
Aiden.
I don't even know.
And that would have been, that's
2013. So yeah, that is Aiden.
There you go. See?
So Aiden was, and I couldn't find who this was, but I think it's Felicia. Was Felicia dressed as like a big bat, or that's like the grandma from Little Red Riding Hood, right?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but it's somebody.
There was, see how it's not right? We're looking at a picture of Felix and it's just not.
Oh yeah, he has the wishbone up by his heart.
Yeah, it's not right.
And then Dylan as Elvis.
That was cute that year.
When Cameron and Emma dress like underdog.
Yes.
And there's Robin giving her a hug. And the Grim Reaper Skeletor dude.
Grim Reaper Skeletor dude.
And then Demetra also said when Aiden dressed like a ninja.
Oh, okay.
And that's all. No one answered on Twitter.
Huh.
It's always surprising to me, the ones that...
Like who answers what?
Yeah.
Stuff
you
I don't
know,
think.
You don't know.
Right. You don't know what people are going to feel like they want to comment on.
Right. I mean, there's been so many that I'm like, yeah, we'll see what we get. And we get a ton of stuff. And then others...
We just love Halloween, so we assumed.
Well, it's fun. So yeah, I guess that's it for our Halloween recap. If there's anything that we missed, obviously, please comment, shout out.
So if you think that it's someone in a mask that's going to come out as following Ava, who do you think it is?
I don't really want to say.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's someone that has been talked about a lot lately.
Oh, all right. Then we'll see. Now, I'm excited. Else? I don't think I ever realized before that Maxie's birthday was on Halloween. I knew it was around now, but I didn't realize it was actually Halloween.
Yeah.
So now I want to see what they do with that.
I mean, I hope that Peter's a baseball player again. I'm getting a head shake. That was sarcasm too.
I know, but no.
How sweet was that though last year when he... Okay, that was a sweet Halloween moment because he had never gone trick-or-treating.
Yes.
Like, that was kind of sad.
That is actually really
I don't mean that like as a...
Right.
Like, as an adult, you're like, what do you mean you never went trick-or-treating?
But did he live here? Do they trick-or-treat everywhere?
I don't know. This wasn't research on Halloween the holiday. It was research on Halloween on General Hospital.
Sometimes you know random facts I don't know.
That is true.
So there.
Oh, I won trivia on Friday night.
See? How am I supposed to know? It wasn't Halloween trivia, and you did know that.
I don't know.
So yeah, we'll see.
So I guess have a happy Halloween
and a good weekend.
And we'll meet you at the pier on Monday.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.